Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you? Welcome to this IELTS speaking test. Now it is the time for the test. As you know that the test will be in three parts: part 1, part 2, and part 3. I think you have known about this, yeah? Okay, now let's start with the first part. Okay, by the way, what is your name?
My name is Primala.
Okay. Does your name have any special meaning?
Yes, of course. My name was given by my mother and my aunt, which was taken from the Sanskrit language. And according to my mother, the conclusion of the meaning of my name is to become perfection because I was born prematurely.
Is your name important to you?
Of course, my name is important for me because for the name, I think everyone can know who me.
Okay, now uh, can you describe your town or village to me?
My hometown is in Pontianak, although my parents are Javanese, but I was born and raised in Pontianak. Pontianak is the capital city of West Kalimantan. One of the character of the Pontianak is on the equatorial trajectory. The climate in Pontianak is tropical, has rainy and dry seasons. Soil types in Pontianak are humus and alluvial soils, and many more.
Tell me something about your hometown.
Pontianak is the city of the equator because it is traversed by the equator. According to folklore, the name Pontianak is taken from the name Kuntilanak. In Pontianak has various tribes such as Chinese, Malay, and Dayak. Pontianak is also famous for its culinary tours such as sotong kangkung, bubur pedas, and pengkang.
What do you like about your hometown?
What I like about Pontianak is the atmosphere of the city, which is full of people, and I like the culinary delights in Pontianak.
In your hometown, what building is considered famous?
There are several famous buildings in Pontianak, such as the Equator Monument, Kraton Qadariyah, Sultan Abdurrahman Al-Qadri Mosque, Mujahideen Mosque, and the Gulis Monument.
What jobs do people in your town do?
Most of the people in Pontianak work as civil servant.
How has your town changed over the last 20 years?
There are so many changes that have occurred in Pontianak, starting from its development, tourist attractions, and regional regulations. What is certain is that it can make the Pontianak community comfortable and still comply with existing regulations.
What changes have taken place in your town in recent years?
As I said before, there are so many changes that have occurred here. I want to quote about disaster. As we know, Pontianak itself is a city that often has disaster due to forest burning, but in the past year this has been overcome, so it has no impact severe to the environment as in the the previous year.
Do you think it is better to live in the center of town or outside in the country? Why?
I think I prefer it in the middle of the city, even though I live in the district. Because if I live in the middle of the city, everything can be reached. Because it's like where I live, which is in the district, I want to go to the bookstore, I have to take 25 to 30 minutes to get to that place. In my opinion, the internet is a communication network that has the function of connecting one electronic media with another electronic media quickly and precisely. I started to really use the internet when I was in junior high school, where I was actually given electronic device by my parents. I use the internet very often, almost every day, never be separated from anything related to the internet. Therefore, for me, the internet is very important in the present. In the millennial era, where all cannot be separated from the internet network because at this time learning, new science, interaction can all be done via the internet without the need to buy magazines, newspapers, or traveling far to meet someone.
We have been talking about the internet, and I'd like to discuss with you some more general questions related to this. What is the meaning of internet to you?
Internet for me is a network that can be used for anything, like looking for knowledge and interacting with friends.
Do we need to interact with internet every day?
In my opinion, it is very necessary because in this millennial era, very few people do not interact with the internet network.
How internet affects our everyday life?
During a pandemic like this, we can only rely on the internet and it really affects us. Now there is a ban on going home. How can we communicate if we don't go through the internet? Therefore, the internet is very influential for life.
How effective is the use of internet in the classroom?
I think using the internet in class is very effective because if we want to look for something quickly, we can immediately get everything via the internet. So we don't have to waste a lot of time looking in books, maybe when there are some people who read the book.
Okay, thank you very much for your participation in this exam. I think that's all for the examination. Good luck. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.